Hello, 𝙤𝙬𝙧 here. Today I want to talk about something that I keep running into with people contacting me in regards to their facial rehab. I see people from and treat people with facial paralysis from really early on, maybe a few days after their onset, to most often several months, and sometimes several people have several years. And obviously, when I review their history, I always ask them what kind of treatment have they done and what did they try. And obviously, the longer they've been dealing with this, the more things they have generally tried. And often I get the reflection that they tell me, oh, I've tried massage and stretches and I'm still having a problem. And when I said, well, what kind of stretches and how have you been doing them, and so on, because to be fair, you could be spending 3 hours a day stretching your face, but if you're not doing it correctly, that might not be as efficient, and you might not get the results that you're expecting. So, for example, with stretches, it's important to hold the stretch for a certain amount of time. And for me, kind of the magic number is about 30 seconds. All the studies on human tissue and gain in flexibility, most of the study shows that 30 seconds is an optimal time. Anything under that, you're not going to have as much change, long-lasting change, which is kind of what we want. And that's the goal when we're stretching our face. When we have Bell's palsy, is to make that tissue more mobile, more flexible, and that will allow those muscles to contract more with less effort, with less strain, and this is how you're going to regain a normal movement pattern. So when I hear that, oh yeah, well, I've tried everything, and I've tried stretching, I've tried massage, and it didn't help. It's like, well, facial rehab is really, really, really specific. And the more, the further into the paralysis and you've been dealing with this, the more specific the rehab is going to be. So at first, stretching and massaging broad area, because all your face needs it, is fine. But then as you're improving and as you're getting some movement back, there's still going to be some specific, very specific spots that are going to be tight, and you're going to have to work on them much more than others. And this is where the specificity, and if you're not working, or you haven't worked with a facial rehab specialist, you really are not, if you're like most people, layman's person, you're not going to know. You really don't, and you can't make this up. So you might need guidance in this, and that's when that's kind of a pet peeve to hear, oh well, I've tried everything and nothing works. It's like, well, let's backtrack here and then let's try to figure out where and the way you've been doing it, because I can guarantee you that you might have not tried so many different ways to do a specific stretch and get a specific area to stretch correctly. That's just it. And there's so many different configuration and scenarios, as to everybody is unique in their presentation with facial paralysis, that there is not one exercise that is going to, and one technique that is going to work very well for everybody. So for example, stretching around the mouth, you might have to spend more time on a very specific spot. Like if you were to do just here and really stretching that area and massaging, and then stretching for 30 seconds, for example. And this is a very, very small area that could, just that one spot of tightness could be responsible for blocking an entire area of movement. So again, this is very, very important that you understand that all those things that I'm showing you here on my channel, they certainly can help, and they will. But there is so many different ways to do them, and the ways that's going to work for you it might be just very specific to your presentation, and this is when you might need help. So I wouldn't never say, give up on any of this. With the stretching and the massage, it's just, I'm telling you, you may need some help in figuring it out. And that's it. As usual, leave me comments, DM me if you have any questions, and I will catch you later. Have a great day. Bye.